Hello, everybody. Good morning, and welcome back to another episode of Drinking Wine at 9. Why? Because it's 9 o'clock and we be drinking. My name is Mats, and I'm your host today, and I have a return guest with me. His name is Ben Stewart, and he is amazing in his own right and works for Juliana Imports. So, Ben, welcome back to the table, because today it's all about Spain.
Always a pleasure. Got a couple fun little options here today.
Okay.
The sort of range of styles and regions from all around Spain.
Great. Well, it's your show, so let's go.
Cool. So we're starting off with a white here from Rías Baixas, and that is in Galicia, or Galicia. And that is in the northwesternmost point of Spain. It's also the westernmost point of continental Europe. And so this is an area that is very, very much associated with seafood. The beaches here have literal vineyards on them. In fact, some of the vineyards here from this wine, the Xión Albariño, are literally planted on the beach.
It's so dry, almost bone dry, and it hits you. It really does, because it has a lot of acidity, a lot of minerality, a lot of flavor. It's an Albariño to reckon with.
Absolutely. And Albariño, I think, is a grape that's getting a lot of attention, due praise today from all different corners of wine appreciation. People who like Sauvignon Blanc love Albariño. Yeah. People who like Chardonnay love Albariño. People who like Riesling love Albariño. And one thing that I always find really exciting is that these are three different types of drinkers that seldom meet on a wine.
Sure.
And this is one that appeals to sort of everybody.
Yeah. I'm getting a lot of tropical notes, some kiwi, some banana peel, a little pineapple, some lychee nut. It's really unique, but it just dries you when it's going down.
Absolutely.
So smoothly. And besides oysters and seafood, popcorn and potato chips, what else would you pair this with?
I love it with light pastas.
Okay.
Anything with a little bit of garlic and some spice.
Some clam sauce.
Clam sauce, mussels, of course, steamed clams. One of the really famous local culinary, shall we say, specialties is the gooseneck barnacle.
Oh, yeah.
If you happen to have any of those at your local fish market, absolutely consider throwing those in. Fish stews and, sort of flavor dishes. Yeah, absolutely.
It's a beautiful, beautiful white. And this could even go with that whole national dish. Paella.
Paella, okay. Absolutely.
Yes.
Awesome with paella.
So let's go to the first red.
Cool.
This is a beautiful, beautiful color.
So now we're moving over to Priorat, which is in Catalonia. Extremely high elevation vineyards, some of the highest elevation vineyards in all of Spain. And this is 100% Garnacha.
I was just going to say, I'm tasting Garnacha.
Yeah, and Priorat is sometimes criticized for being too expensive, super dark and extracted, high alcohol.
It can be.
Oaky. This is the opposite of all these things. This is a beautiful, medium-bodied wine.
I think this might be unfiltered, yes?
There's a little bit of texture. I think there's a light filtration, but no fining.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Just beautiful. I mean, this is a steak wine. This is a bistecca fiorentina. This is a heavy pasta wine. This is something that you want toward the end of the evening, because it would really balance out the food that you're eating or grilling.
Absolutely. It's very aromatic and floral. Yes. But it has that nice acidity. It's not something that's overly serious. You could easily have this with a hamburger. Sure. And at the price point, this is an inexpensive wine. Yeah. It is also biodynamically farmed and organically farmed, so some people really get excited about that as well.
You have your dark cherries, your black cherries, your black pepper, your black fruit, your boysenberries, forest floor. It's rustic yet still approachable.
Yeah, absolutely, and polished around the edges. This is only fermented and aged in concrete, which is a traditional aging vessel for Priorat, and that definitely gives you this really lovely mouthfeel.
Yes. So the second red from the beautiful Muga family of Spain. I love them because it was started in 1932. Isaac and Aurora. So tell us about this.
Today, still owned by the Muga family. Juan Muga is the current generation. It is one of the most celebrated and famous wineries in Rioja.
And I think their son, Manuel, is winemaker.
Yeah, the winemaker. And so they're really, really an extraordinary family. Because they're so well recognized, oftentimes people think that these are a big corporate winery, but they're actually very, very medium-sized, especially when compared to the other winemakers in this area. This wine is a new addition called El Andén de la Estación, which is a Crianza-style wine. It's named for the train station district in Haro where their winery sits.
That's right.
70% Tempranillo, 30% Garnacha.
It's beautiful, it's soft, it's lithe, linear, approachable. I'm getting huckleberries and gooseberries and some aromas of cocoa and cassis.
Absolutely. I also get just like a smidge of that classic sort of Rioja leather, like sort of like a leather or almost cedar cigar box.
Yeah. Oh, I like that.
Which I think is extremely appealing, and it makes this wine drink and taste like a wine that is more expensive than it is.
Right, right. Because you could not only pair this with steak or veal or pork, but think Caesar salads, think chef salads, think outside the box, meatballs.
Absolutely.
I mean, who doesn't like a good meatball with a Spanish wine?
Or a classic Spanish style tortilla. Yeah, one of my favorite dishes in the world.
That would be great too. I mean, it's a beautiful wine. The Muga family, like I said, 1932, they know what they're doing, and it really shows in the glass.
Yeah. And it's fun because this is the next wine which we have here is their real flagship wine.
Yes.
This is the Reserva Unfiltered. And unfiltered is something that is
I get
consistent
that.
across all of their wines. They have this lovely texture. Now the wine does undergo a fining so that it does retain this elegance without too much sediment in it, but it is unfiltered and that's something that's distinct.
It's dry, it's big, it's bold, it's tasty, and it's dry. I think that bears repeating.
Yeah.
I'm tasting a little Tempranillo and maybe some Graciano.
Yep, so it's mostly Tempranillo, about 80% Tempranillo, and then the remainder is a composition of Graciano, Masuelo, and Garnacha.
Yes.
So this is from all of their estate vineyards. It is, they cooper their own barrels, which means they literally make their own barrels.
Yes.
Mostly French oak is what they're using as opposed to American, which has a much stronger influence. They don't want their wines to taste too oaky.
Right.
But this definitely has a lovely oak influence on it. It's very well balanced.
It does. And with French oak, keep in mind that anything white or red that's aged in French oak just makes it more creamy, more approachable, more elegant, as opposed to Hungarian oak, new oak, American oak. French oak is just stellar, and if it's used correctly, it just shines.
Yeah, it really shines, and you can feel it in the texture. The wine itself is very vibrant, but yeah, as you said, it is full-bodied, it's rich. And this is something that will, like Albariño, appeal to any sort of red drinker. If you enjoy Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, Malbec, these are great stepping stones to appreciating Rioja and Muga. You can't do much better than that at this price point.
So in other words, it really pays you, it behooves you to come into Argonaut to discover Spain and to discover these wines and to try them and taste them. My first time, and I'm a fan, I'm hooked. I just absolutely love them because Ben, I can't thank you enough for rejoining me at the table in 2026 because I'm sure there are many videos to be made. So cheers to you and everybody out in TV land. We will see you soon.
Cheers. Always a pleasure.